between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. First down. Here's Corral with it. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Corral looking to throw it. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Young's throw caught here by Metcalf. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
18, Pioneer, Mustang 19. Deputy Ranger.
Young will set to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
19,
on 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive that'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for him.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He was brought down there by Julian Love. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
So the completion good for just 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Oh, now is the punter, Johnny Hecker, who in fact grew up just north of here in nearby Bothell. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. This is fielded inside the 5. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Now a throw here to his running back, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
3rd and short yardage. Young. Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Back to Walker on 1st down. They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down Seahawks. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Seahawks at 10-2 on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
On play action, Young. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
It's Young off play action. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come 19, come 19.
Now back to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. (10-0) the score after one on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. But defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Corral. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Corral takes a shotgun snap. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers are back within a score. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And Young's throw there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Walker, and he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
That throw by Young incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see, 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think? The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Corral from his own end zone here. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Corral from his own end zone. And that's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. It's Young on first down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Corral, 3rd and 2. And that's complete to Sanders.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Corral with it, 1st down here. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Corral to throw once again. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, Corral. Throwing right, and that's complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. This is Walker. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now the rookie's free. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Corral. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now again, it's Corral. And that will be incomplete as well. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Now it's Lockett. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Buffalo 18.
To throw again on 2nd down. Young. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Let's go now.
On the counter, it's Walker. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action. Young. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Young. That completes it again to Metcalf. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
18
Now Young. Being chased out left. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offense.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Throw out wide to Walker. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This is a 2nd and 4. Ball at the 9. Young working out of the gun. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And some room to work. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, he can certainly be a big asset in this passing game. He proves it right there. He makes the catch out of the backfield, and then off he goes. On first down, it's Corral. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Play action here. Corral. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Corral with it on 1st down. That is taken in by Hurst. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Young's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Straight ahead, Walker. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Von Bell up to make the tackle. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On play action, Young. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. We have played 3 quarters.
Ready up. 79 Broncos. Rig. 18 Rattlers. Come 19. Ready.
Young to throw on 4th. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
147 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here is Young. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
7 Pirates. Dragon 60. 60 Bobcats.
The Young's going to throw for this. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to put it on here in the 4th. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Corral, left side here to Sanders. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Hayden Hurst. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And Walker once more. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. To the right side, this is Walker. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now a run with Walker. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Man, 216 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Walker, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
18, 5 years. Left wing, 19.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Young on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by J.C. Horn. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Seahawks 35, Panthers 28.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They're going right back to Walker. Room here to run. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Seahawks extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
And he's got it. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Next to score, Seahawks 42, Panthers 35.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Give to Walker on the read option. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They run again with Walker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They'll run for it. It's Walker, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain.